That's good. That's a quick one.
Obviously, you're still focused on this season, but next year you have a quarterback battle coming out. I'm wondering how important those bowl practices would be when you're trying to kind of get those guys more work.
They're important. We talk about that when you're building a program. Those extra 50 practices are huge. We used to joke around. You didn't have bowl practice at Whitewater, but when you played 5 extra games, you had 25 extra for whatever it was for 20 practice. Like, it's amazing. You ever think about it? Those kids actually played like 2 extra seasons compared to everybody else. So 50 practices are huge. They really are for just development, especially nowadays, especially at the quarterback position. A huge developmental opportunity.
Jim, as you're spending time on that last bye week and kind of evaluating and looking forward, was there anything that jumped out that you didn't expect to see, that maybe that extra time to have to look at it gave you a chance to discover or see or whatever?
Season-wise or?
Yeah. See, something that you might emphasize heading into the final couple weeks that you didn't expect.
No, it kind of reiterated. It's good. It's a really good question too. It kind of reiterated the fact that we're not doing a great job in that third and or fourth quarters. And either or. Like sometimes it'd be an okay third and then not good fourth, or a solid fourth but a bad third, or how you say bad but not productive.
Sure.
So trying to figure that out, because like I said early on in the season, it was like really good. Like come out and score at halftime. Now then also we got a little low, not being able to score when we come out of the locker room. And then like Arizona game, didn't score, and then had a solid fourth quarter opportunity to put the game away. So that's kind of like the thing, just to reflect on. Okay, what is it? Something being called? Like because there's so many different ways to look at. Like, am I calling things differently than I should be? And obviously, I'll always look at myself first, going, am I doing this? Or am I doing that? So that's kind of the time I reflect on that a lot, just trying to figure out those. How do we keep momentum going? Because we had some really good end of halftime. And Oklahoma State was great, but then after that we went back to had a little lull and then bounced back in the fourth quarter. So just trying to figure that thing out. It's kind of like that's what I reflected most on. Nothing, anything like earth shattering. Like, oh my gosh, we're not doing this. That's kind of like, okay, why? Trying to keep the momentum going.
Where do you look for that? The momentum to.
I look at myself. I look at the play calling. I look at I kind of go play by play and go, okay, sequences. Oh, move this or call this or call that or gotta get this good opportunity or however. There's so many different ways to go about it. That's what I was because it's easy to say, oh well, we missed this block or we dropped this pass or we made a bad throw or we turn. I'm like, oh well, if I could have done this different, what would I have done? What could I have done? And who knows, that would have worked either. As well we wanted it to and so on. So what's so fun? It's crazy. You guys know, in all the sports you guys cover, it's like there's just a moment, there's a play, there's just missing this throw, or just like Emmanuel just missing that corner route in the third quarter. Just that. It wasn't like it was a good ball, it was a good route, great protection, third and 4. So it's just like that, gosh, he's got to finish have one moment and be on our side.
Sure. Are there non-X's and O's parts of that momentum that you're seeking or talking about?
Potentially. Yeah. Potentially.
Do you look for that much, or
yeah,
is that?
You hope. I think that's what we do a really good job practice-wise. Kind of give us a chance to see that sometimes in the guys.
Yeah.
See if that kind of the way we practice and the number of reps we get kind of helps out a lot. But you do. You kind of look at it all, but it always still comes back to me.
Do you spend any more time with DK just because he has at least a familiarity with Iowa State?
It was good, really good last year to start the got that. And then we had Coach Traz, our analyst, was at Iowa State too on the offense side. So he's kind of helped. So it's been good to have the people who have been there and done that, seen it, and worked that way. So it was last year more so because it kind of stayed the same for the most part. But yeah, it's been good to talk to him about some of that stuff for sure. Just schematically, and then personnel. Obviously, you see on tape, he knows some of the personnel. Obviously, but just a schematical part sometimes. Just kind of get a general understanding of what's going on for sure.
Schematically, you've seen something like this, but they're kind of the grandfather of this. What are you seeing of their defense up to this point?
I'm really impressed with their defenses. They've got injuries in the back end. They had some injuries, and they keep playing well. That's just really impressive. Because obviously they kind of started the whole 3, drop 8, rush 3 variation version that people kind of feel like I remember years ago watching, I kind of felt like they might have done that to slow Oklahoma down back in the day. Who tried to slow those up-tempo teams type down. They did a great job of it. And then everybody kind of piggybacked and jumped on that deal. But I see a group of guys like, and this is going on 5 years, playing those guys, physical, tough kids. You know, the linebacking core is always kind of their strength. They always have occasional, their whole team's strength. Their linebacking core, those tough guys that just play hard downhill and kind of guy I'm sure coach there wants to have. So I still see that. So then even the guys they brought in the back end just are fundamentally sound and solid. Just don't give up big plays. They did a really good job of making you drive. And they're gonna do anything, they'll bend somewhat. You know, they're do their darndest not break and make you. Like most good defense strategies, let's make the offense drive 10, 12, 14, 16 plays, which is not always the easiest. So it's kind of similar, but I'm really impressed by them putting different pieces in and still playing really well defensively.
What are some of the challenges that poses in the run game when you have so many different guys moving around the back half?
It's different as you get used to it. It's not, I say, you get more, I say used is the wrong word to use, but you see it more, so you're more used to it, seeing it. But it's like different people coming at different angles. So you're so used to a 4 down or even a 5 down back in the day of where guys with linebackers are fitting and safeties are fitting. Now this whole thing kind of started with like a story called a star, but the free safety type is a freebie hitter. So you have to start accounting for people that you never had to account for in the run fits. That's what kind of causes some uniqueness in the run game. You have to do some different things that you don't have to do other weeks to try and account for the people that they bring into the box.
Anything else for Coach Zebrowski?
Yeah, Coach, what have you seen from Nolan Bushika?
Isn't that fun? It's been good to see him play some tight end out there a little bit. But I've seen a kind of a, how do you say this? He's upbeat, excited. Obviously, he's playing more. But the physicality's been good. Being able to get the edge a little bit has been really good to help out. So I've seen a really positive, upbeat, like kind of an added energy into the offense for in the run game for a little bit. That's what I've seen. And then he's a great young man when you talk to him anyways. But kind of that and then physicality kind of helped us kind of get the edge and do something we haven't been able to do from the run game. So it's been a real big help, really has, especially with us getting thinner at that position.
And then Lance yesterday alluded to that maybe hoping the running backs are healthy or
Yeah.
feeling better about that? Or?
Yeah. Well, every day you kind of it's so funny because it happened so many times at quarterback, unfortunately, last couple of years, right? You're like, I always tell you guys the same thing, like, when I show up in the morning, see if a trick gives a thumbs up or thumbs down, let's roll with it. But the good thing that's happened, I say this all the time, is I'm so thankful the way we practice to be able to give guys reps. So if something does happen, they know what they're doing. It's not like it's not a huge, oh my God, drop off in terms of the mental part of this. Like they can jump into play. But yeah, I'm hoping every day that I just keep seeing the guys that we need to see out there or want to see out there. But they are doing well. And then we'll see come tomorrow and the next day. But I'm excited to hopefully get them all. It's always good when they're all back at full power for sure at that position.
How are Nolan's hands, and is he banging?
He wants it. That's the one thing, because every once in a while I get to look like, Coach, maybe an 80s number. Maybe, not that you don't need it, but maybe I'm like, let's go be one step at a time. Let's go one step at a time. We'll open that box. But no, he does. He actually does have good hands. He'll say he has great hands. He's solid. He's solid. If we could, if we what he needed to throw it, he'd catch it. I'm pretty sure he'd catch it.
All right. Thanks, Laura.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.